Be confused.
His nickname was because of what he did. Let's go inside to Wayne for our next fight.
Please welcome to the blue corner for your next fight, Mo Miller.
All right, here we go. Mo Miller is our co-main event of the night in the bantamweight division. Mo Miller, 6-1. Man, an awesome wrestler.
Yeah, Mo Miller, a three-time NCAA All-American wrestler at Notre Dame College, not to be confused with Notre Dame University, but Notre Dame College. This guy is an all-around athlete. He's a Taekwondo black belt, high-level wrestling. Lost his last fight, which was his first loss by triangle, to No Way Jose Johnson in a fight that he was in control in. And so No Way Jose just kind of threw that up and was able to get him in the triangle. But this dude, again, at 6-1, his opponent's record as an amateur was 18-6. His opponent's record as a pro are 79-16. So he's fought some top-level competition. This is a top-level guy that's still, at 29 years old, he's still fairly new with only 7 fights into his career.
And Mo Miller's a guy that, if the Jose Johnson fight goes a different way, he gets that win, maybe he's the next one up to the UFC, but he gets a win tonight, and who knows what happens. Let's meet his opponent. Here's Wayne.
Please welcome to the red corner, Ivers Anderson.
And I'll tell you what, it's not going to be an easy task because Ivers Anderson, 4-2, is one of those professionals that when you talk to people around the sport, around Texas, his name keeps getting brought up in the bantamweight division. So we are in for a treat of a fight.
Yeah, and I think this fight, the intensity of this fight will be turned up just a bit because both guys are coming off of a loss. And so, you know, this guy, Ivers Anderson, 6-1 as an amateur. One of his wins is to Isaiah Gutierrez, who's a very top-level guy in Texas at 7-1. He's been fighting since 2013, and like I said, coming off his second loss, he wants to get in there, and, you know, this will be a big win against Mo Miller.
And we look at our tail of the tape, brought to you by Sheath Underwear. A 73 to 64 inch reach advantage for Mo Miller. The height advantage goes to Mo Miller as well. Both guys coming in on that allowed weight. And the 36-year-old Ivers Anderson representing, getting that second life in his career. Excited to watch him, see what he can do. But Mo Miller, man, he gets going. It's going to be fun. Let's go inside to Wayne Leggett.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by SheathUnderwear.com is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Bantamweight division and is your co-main event of the evening. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. This wrestler stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 135.6 pounds. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, he holds an impressive professional record of 6 wins, only 1 defeat, presenting the Mo Show, Mo Miller! And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This kickboxing wrestler stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he weighed in at 135.2 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, he holds a professional record of 4 wins, only 1 loss. This is Ivers, the Mauler Anderson. Your referee in charge, Steve Armstrong.
And do you guys feel that tension inside the cage?
Yeah, you do.
These guys are both jacked, too. I mean, both these guys super athletes.
Our bantamweight showdown co-main event, Fury FC 58, Lunsford versus Lane. That title fight coming up next.
Yeah, both guys, they're not that far off on the height, but the reach difference was extreme. Mo having a longer reach than myself. Some naturally long arms. So we can't use them to wrap up the legs and use some of that wrestling.
Got a guy with that collegiate background, especially decorated like Mo Miller is, man. It is going to be a tough fight.
Yeah, Evers Anderson with the legend Guy Metzger in his corner. They're a local staple of MMA and Jiu-Jitsu over here.
Nice opening round display of his hands for Mo Miller.
Mo Miller's looking for that calf kick. He's landed it once pretty well, and he's thrown it a few times.
Yeah, it looks like he's setting up that question mark kick. He's done it a few times. He's tried to do that low kick. He tried the question mark kick a little earlier and missed. Kind of went over the top of the head of Evers Anderson.
The question mark kicks are cool, but man, those are almost like for like a Thai style pace. MMA is so in and out, so up and down. Those can be challenging strikes to land.
Yeah, especially in the first round. If that's something you're going to land, you want to land them late in the fight where you're kind of tired, the pace is slowed down a little bit. Maybe he just wanted to show him it was in the arsenal, give him some more to think about.
I know Israel Adesanya has a question mark kick KO in his kickboxing days, but I'd say the most prolific one in the UFC was Holly Holm to Besh Kahara, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I remember Holly hit her and actually dropped her hands and egged her on, and then Holly threw the question mark kick and hit her in the head and knocked her out. It's a fun strike. Good low kick there from Evers.
Mo Miller's connecting with some stiff jabs.
Good for Mo Miller. He's kind of breaking the mold of the wrestler. Everyone kind of expects these guys to just shoot and lay and get on top. And I'll tell you, he's not shot once. He's looking to do some damage on the feet. I respect that. Oh, big right hand there from Mo. Now he's got his hands connected. Big jump. See, that's how you use wrestling. Tag him up on the feet.
Some wrestling, right? Here you go. By the way, only 2 of his fights went the distance for Mo Miller. So
another masterful guard pass. He's looking for maybe a top side crucifix.
He's got the right arm trapped of Evers Anderson.
I mean, he's got the top side crucifix. Not a lot of control on the inside arm, but you don't need that much control. So long as you can stop them from using that inside hand for blocking their face, I mean, you're achieving your goal.
He's landing some good punches here.
He uses that time to transition to the mount.
Yeah, as soon as he felt that crucifix was gone, he transitioned to the mount immediately. So beautiful transition there from Mo Miller. Now he's on top, just raining punches down.
See, that's what we call fight IQ, is understanding when to transition and, you know, making sure it's not too late and you're losing your opportunity. And then even when he was in now, landing these ground and pound shots, he's not emptying the gas tank, which is good. He's being more measured with the strikes.
Yeah, he's starting to unload now. Now he's got Mo Miller's asking for the stoppage there and getting it.
Mo Miller.
Woo! Dominant performance from Mo Miller.
Yeah, he gets to mount, lands some small shots, but as soon as he saw an opening, he was able to really do some damage, especially with those right elbows. It was like the short right elbows, almost like a forearm bash that got him that finish.
Mo Miller with the first round win coming at 3:23. Those punches started, as you mentioned, they were more measured, and then he turned it on for the win. And we take a look at the highlights.
See, that was that good low kick there from Miller. It was a stiff jab. Very well-rounded fighter. You know, Evers, he just really struggled to get in. He never really found the mark. We're going to see a good right hand here from Mo in just a second into a double leg. There's this 1-2. Evers ate it well. Miller connects his hands and hits an easy dump right into closed guard. But look how quick he's able to pass the guard. It's his top side crucifix. You know, these are good shots. They're not really knockout shots. They're more activity shots. You see him get to the mount, and same thing, he touches him, but you'll see he lands one good right hand, and then he sees the opening, and now he really turns the power on, and just was relentless, and gets the finish.
And we go inside to Wayne to make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Armstrong calls for a stop to the action. 3 minutes, 23 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, the Mo Show, Mo Miller!
I'm here with your winner, Mo Show Miller. Mo, dominant performance there against a formidable opponent in Evers Anderson. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
I already knew what it was coming in here, coming off that first loss So I was focused. My team got me together, and they said we're going to get this dub in impressive fashion, and we did.
Well, it looked like you were ready for this fight. I called your last fight whenever you lost by triangle. You came back in devastating fashion tonight. How did you, what was your game plan coming into here? Was it go back to wrestling? Because it looked like you wanted to do some more striking in this fight.
Yeah, I wanted to strike a little bit, but the cage is a little smaller, and I knew why give him a chance, and I know my level of wrestling is a lot higher than his. So once he got down, I could feel it, that he didn't want to be down there, so fuck it.
Well, it was a beautiful performance, Mo. Take care of that bump box. Your winner, Mo Miller.
Love that. Congratulations to Mo Miller. Moves to 7-1. And could he be the next